Hey, welcome everyone to the June office hours. This time with me, David, joining from beautiful Vienna in the center of Europe. And with me on the call is.
I'm Danny from Barcelona. Beautiful Barcelona as well.
Thanks for being here, Dani. Thank you also to everyone that joined the session today. With that, I think we can start right off. Let me start with the first slide. Okay, that's on the screen. Thank you, Carrie. We have a third person in the background that is taking care of the sharing. So, office hours. What you can expect in such a session. Same as usual in the last times. We share news about the app development at Dynatrace. We share some interesting highlights from the developer Q&A forum. Just to share the knowledge, to see how people help each other, how we can help out. And then there's also a place for any questions you might have. Given that Dani and me are both the newest additions to the team, we might have a hard time giving you a live answer, but we will for sure find a way to get you an answer to any question you might have. All right, next section is new releases and news. We have actually two interesting news this time for you to share. We have the Dynatrace Partner App Competition for this year. We had one last year also. In this competition, you can, as a partner, nominate and submit your app. For the competition, it will then be judged by a jury of app experts and evaluated. There are prizes to be won. You can sign up under the given URL, or you can go to the developer Q&A forum, go to the navigation bar and switch over to the developer blog section. This is also where all the info is posted and where this link is going to. So if you're a Dynatrace partner and interested in winning some prizes and have a cool app to share, be sure to sign up before August 29th. So what else to say about the app competition? The winners will be announced in October then, and the apps will be judged based on a couple of different criteria. On one hand, innovation and uniqueness, the business need that the app solves, overall the user experience and design that the app provides, the incorporation of best practices. We share a lot of best practices also how to work with Strato or design language, for example. Overall, the app completeness, and then last but not least, judges' choice also has a say. What is there to gain? A couple of prizes. The first one is really cool, actually. It's a free pass for the Perform conference, that's the annual Dynatrace conference. I believe it's always in Las Vegas. I guess so. You also get 3 nights of accommodation, so that will be a really cool prize. Second and third prize are both a cool swag pack with a notebook and other cool Dynatrace gear. What's this tumbler on the right side of the screen? This is a special prize for the first 10 submissions. So you don't even have to win anything or need to be judged as a winner by the jury. If you are amongst the first 10 people, companies, partners that submit their application, you will get this cool steel tumbler as a thank you gift. As I said, go to the link, go to the community forum, and there to the developer blog, and you will find all the sign-up links there. Good. What else is to share? Something really important, which is 2.0 of the Strato design system. Here we want to make you aware of this new page in the dev portal. And we go to developer.dynatrace.com. That's our normal dev portal where you find tutorials and things like that for app development, but also documentation and how-tos and so on, how to use our design system. If on this page you go to release notes, design system, and then upcoming changes, you will see an overview of all the anticipated upcoming changes with the 2.0 release. is a major release, there might be breaking changes. So please consult this page. Wherever possible, we try to provide automatic migrations, so you don't have to do anything in the ideal case, but there might be cases where an automatic migration is not possible. Please consult this page, look through the upcoming changes, so you are prepared. End of June is the release date. Obviously, you won't be forced to upgrade immediately at that given date, but eventually you might want to update your applications, and then it's good to be prepared. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this page is really a massive improvement because you can know beforehand what we are going to change in Strato, so you can be prepared. We are not forcing anyone to update Strato the same time the new version is released. You can also do it easily with DT app update. But if you have any issues that are not migrated automatically, you can freely contact the community to help you out reach the final state. But yeah, bear in mind that Strato version 2 is coming soon, and yeah, we are pretty excited about it. Also, I see Richard from Utah has joined us. Hello, Richard. I think you will have it quite close if you win the prize to go to Las Vegas in Perform. So we are really excited for your submissions and seeing what are you able to achieve with Dynatrace. So yeah, you can proceed.
Cool. Thanks. So, as a recap, if you have something cool to share, submit it to the app competition. And please do consult the upcoming changes for Strato. If anything is unclear, so you can always go to the developer forum, post a question there, and we will help you out. If it's something super design specific or so, we might pull in people from the Strato team to help us out with an answer. But yeah, developer forum is the place to go. All right, that's it about the most interesting news. Let's have a look at a couple of things that happened in the community forum. There were more questions, more things going on than what we are showing today, but we picked a couple ones that we thought were interesting to share also with others, where maybe you can learn something from, or maybe to showcase a good process, how a question was formulated well and so on, so that someone could jump in. It's also not always us, from us Dynatrace employees that are helping out. Also, community members are helping each other out, which is really great to see that the community works in this way. All right, let's jump into the first question. The question was from Maximiliano, and he had one application, but two different environments, so two different tenants. As far as I understand, they have one for Portuguese situation and one for Brazilians. And it was working fine on the one tenant, on the one environment, but when he deployed it to the other one, it didn't work. But he already checked environment tokens and so on. So he was a little bit confused. Why did this not work, and what else needed to be done? And the solution to this, Dani will tell you a couple of things about it.
Yeah, so basically on the tenant, there is a whitelist of allowed domains and hosts that you are able to access from Dynatrace, which is on settings, general and external requests sections. And you need to provide the URL of your host in there in order to be whitelisted. We are doing that because of security reasons. Basically, one of the main concerns could be here cross-site scripting. We don't want users to inject any malicious scripts on our apps. So that's why we have this whitelisted list that explicitly the user has to manually set the URLs that they want to allow.
Cool. Thanks for that context. For this in this situation, also thanks to Antonio for jumping in here and helping out a fellow community member to find the correct solution. All right, let's have a look at the. Oh, maybe one thing to note. I noticed that it doesn't have the accepted solution mark. So if whoever posted the question is on the call, maybe you want to follow up and give Antonio kind of the bragging rights, and also it helps other people to find the accepted solution quickly. Good. Let's have a look at the second question. That's a pretty quick one. It was about the OAuth bearer token expiration time. Nick Montana was interested if there is a way to set the timeout to something longer than 5 minutes. Not sure about the reasons why he wanted it, but he could not find the setting or so. So he was asking what is up with that. Dani, what is up with that?
Yeah, well, the Dynatrace product has built-in limits that could support adjustments. And in case the customer has a special use case, we can consider that. Feel free to contact Dynatrace people through the chat or by your customer success team. And maybe those limits can be adjusted. In this case, it's not possible because those 5 minutes are strictly set due to security reasons. And since at Dynatrace, we are highly on security, we took it very seriously and we don't allow increasing that time because that would mean that it's open to security risks.
All right, thank you, Dani. Then let's have a look at the next question, and I think that's also the last one that we want to cover today. Henk Stoppel wanted to know more about the different permissions that are there for the document service. It was a little bit confusing for him at first, and also in the conversation. If you look at the thread, there's a lot going on. So we try to. Hopefully, we can bring it over in a concise way now.
Yeah. Well, basically, you need the document documents read permission as a base for all the other permissions related to documents. And in this case, the difference between environment shares and direct shares is like that direct shares are the rules for sharing your documents through specific groups or users, while environment is more related to the whole environment via links. So in this case, there are different endpoints for environment shares, creating them, updating them, deleting them, where you will need that permission on, but you will always need the document read permission as a base.
All right, thanks. The person that posted the answer, I think it was our colleague Harris, also mentioned more information on this can be found on the Swagger UI and not in the dev portal. If you don't know how to get to there, let me show you quickly with a couple of screenshots. So first of all, you go to your Dynatrace environment and you use the search. And if you add in there Swagger, you can see it on the top in the search bar, or if you type in API, you'll also get the correct search result. You get the suggested resource Dynatrace API. If you click on that, you will be redirected to an external site. And this is now the screenshot is just a section of the site, the top right section, because here it's important that you select the right service that you're interested. So right now, App Engine is selected in this case to find the correct documentation for the document service. you have to take the, what is it, like the 10th or so, which is document service. After you did that, the page reloads again, and you have all the API documentation for the document service, which looks roughly like this. You can see now on the top right, it's selected. You can see the current version. You can find an introduction. You have information about permissions and sharing and so on, what the question was about actually. Later down below, you have all the different endpoints and actions you can do with further explanations, and I believe also a tryout section, so you can test requests right from the browser, which is super useful in some cases. Good. That was it for the questions that we wanted to cover today, and it also brings you quite close to the end of our session already. I want to point out that we have the developer newsletter out again. So also like the office hours that we're doing right now, the developer newsletter is published once a month with the latest release notes and other noteworthy things. In this iteration, you will not see the upcoming Strato 2.0 release yet, because I believe that was only made public later. That's why we wanted to share it today. In any case, developer newsletter is a good resource to keep up to date outside of the office hours. If you want to stay up to date, you can actually follow the developer blog where we post the developer newsletter. So this is Dynatrace community. If you select on the top navigation, developer Q&A forum, you go to the typical Q&A forum for your questions and answers. If you select developer blog, you will on one hand find the Dynatrace app competition that I mentioned before, and also the developer newsletter. And if you look to the middle right, you will see this follow button. So as soon as you logged in, you can press it, and then it will say following, and then you would get email notifications for everything that is posted in there. Yeah, that's it for the content that we wanted to share today. We still have time for any questions from the audience, if there are any. Let me check in the stream tool if I'm seeing anything.
Looks like there is one about documents.
I'm not seeing it.
From Richard Bird. Dynatrace can store and manage documents, as in PDF and things. So thank you for the question, Richard. Dynatrace has the document service, which allows to store any type of data, and it's mostly used by the apps in order to store, for example, dashboards. In the end, you see a beautiful dashboard with your tiles, but behind the scenes, it's a JSON file that has all the structure and content, and those are stored in the document service. You can access that through the developer portal if you want more info about the document service. And I haven't tried to store PDFs on that because I think Dynatrace is not meant to be used as a storage and at that aspect, but I think it could be possible. I cannot assure you about that question specifically.
I think the way to think about the document service is think about JSON documents. I would say that is the intended use case. I'd be surprised if storing like binary formats like PDF or other things are possible. Yeah, I think this link, Danny, that you shared, maybe Carrie, if you can hear us or see us, the link to the document service, if that can be shared to the group also, that would be good. All right. Thank you, Danny, for spotting the question. Thank you, Richard, for your interest in the document service. If there's nothing else, I would leave you with the developer forum. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days in the week. I mean, you won't get an answer when we're asleep, but still, you can go there, post your questions, and you can get answers asynchronously. Thanks again for coming and your interest and your attention. Thank you, Dani, for joining me today. Thank you, Carrie, for the background work. And I think I have one last slide to share. Exactly. The next office hours are on July 8th, same time again. This is always the second Tuesday of the month. If you need a simple rule to remember. And in the meantime, check out the Q&A forum. If you have questions, check out the developer docs. If you need any assistance with your app development. Good. With that, thanks again and see you soon.